Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie and I'm the organic esthetician. I'm making today's video in collaboration with FOREO Sweden. FOREO makes some of my all-time favorite facial devices like the FOREO UFO, which I talk about a lot here on the channel. But today we're going to focus on microcurrent. Specifically, we're going to be talking about their FOREO Bear device and how it compares to Nuface's Trinity. So these are both at-home handheld microcurrent devices, and we're going to figure out which one is best for you. Before I jump into my at-home microcurrent device comparison, I just want to take a minute to thank every single one of you for participating in my month of giveaways. It was so much fun to read all of your comments on my videos. I absolutely loved hearing about what your main concerns are in your skin, what you're thankful for, what you love about your skin, and what your holy grail skincare products were. So many of you said retinol, so it made me think that maybe I should be doing a video about retinol soon. I didn't announce all of my winners publicly. I reached out to them individually in the comments underneath my videos. I was hoping to kind of preserve some privacy for them and not to bum anyone out. So thank you to everyone who participated and congratulations to the ladies that did end up winning. All right, now for my comparison. So I did make a blog post that's gonna go along with this video, and I'm gonna put the link to my blog post down below. I also made a pretty cool infographic that I'm a little proud of, so make sure you check that out. It shows like in categories what each device has or doesn't have to make it really easy to compare these two devices side by side. We're gonna get into all of that right now in today's video. I talk about intensity a lot on the channel. When I say intensity in terms of microcurrent, I mean the intensity of the device. So it's how active is it in the skin. The intensity of a microcurrent device is measured in microamps. So when I'm talking about intensity, I'm going to refer to how many microamps each device uses. All at-home devices range usually between 175 to 400 microamps. That's where it tops out for at home. And then professional devices can go all the way up to 1,000 microamps. After 1,000, some of those amazing benefits that microcurrent offers actually start to have an adverse effect on the skin. So you never want to use a device over 1,000 microamps, which is also called 1 milliamp. So if you see a device that is measured in milliamperes, you probably want to stay away from it. These two are very similar with their intensities. So the Nuface Trinity offers 335 microamps, and the FOREO Bear offers 330 microamps. So a 5 microamp difference, which is essentially unnoticeable in the skin. Nuface recommends a 5-minute treatment that can be performed daily. The FOREO Bear treatment can be as short as 90 seconds or as long as 3 minutes, and again, can be performed daily. So 5 minutes, 90 seconds. Nuface performed clinical trials to show the results that their device offers in the skin. Clinical trials are usually really expensive, so they put a lot of money into showing that their device actually does firm the skin and create lift and contour. So at this point is where these two devices diverge. So let's start with the Nuface. One of the awesome things about the Nuface Trinity is that this top part detaches and you can swap in different attachments, turning your microcurrent device into an LED device. They also have an attachment called the L that specializes in treating delicate areas of the face like the eye and lip area. The Nuface Trinity is a really great option if you're looking for an at-home microcurrent device that can offer multiple modalities, so microcurrent and LED light therapy. Okay, now for the FOREO Bear. So one of my all-time favorite features about the Bear is that it combines T-sonic pulsations with microcurrent. So it vibrates while it lifts and firms. So those vibrations help to penetrate product. They help to stimulate different cellular processes in the skin, in addition to increasing some of that lift. You can turn those T-sonic pulsations off if they're not for you, but I highly recommend at least once trying the microcurrent treatment with the T-sonic. It's so relaxing, and it really has been one of my favorite treatments. The Bear, like all of FOREO's devices, are app dependent. So to turn on your device initially, you need to download the app on your smartphone or iPad and sync your device. Once you've done that initial syncing, you can turn on your Bear manually through the device itself, or you can follow the face workout that's available on the app. FOREO has created a handful of workouts. So these are custom tutorials that show you step by step how to use your FOREO Bear. As of now, there's only one available on their app, but they have 4 or 5 that are going to be launching soon. I find the Bear to be especially well suited for someone who is intimidated by using at-home devices, someone who wants to be guided step by step in how to use your device while you're using it. It's one of the great things that FOREO offers with all of their devices. It's relaxing. They tell you what to do. They tell you what to think while you're doing your treatment to really promote a sense of relaxation and wellness. They're wonderful tutorials, and I do really enjoy them. Personally, I find that when I grab my Bear, I use it on the custom setting. I just turn it on without the app and use it the way that I'd like. After 90 seconds, it turns off automatically, but if you wanted to continue and do a longer treatment, feel free just to turn your device back on. The last kind of unique thing about the Bear is that it offers an anti-shock system. Microcurrent should be a fairly sub-sensory experience. That means that you don't really feel anything while you're doing a microcurrent treatment. However, there are a few sensations that are completely normal that a lot of people experience while doing a treatment, so don't freak out if you experience one of these things. The first is tasting metallic. It happens often with microcurrent. I find that it's a really great way of knowing whether or not your device is working if you're playing around with alternate conductivity gels. When you taste metallic, you know that the current is flowing. When you start working around the eye area with microcurrent, because in a handheld, the current is hopping back and forth between the probes as it's traveling into the skin. It can stimulate the optical nerve, and even if your eyes are closed, you might see a little bit of flashing. Again, totally normal. When you work around the hairline, you can also feel kind of like a tingly sensation through the scalp. And that's because even though you're working on this muscle here on the forehead, it connects all the way back into the scalp. So you're using the device here, but that current is flowing all the way through that muscle. So you'll have sensation through the top of your head. Now, one of the kind of unpleasant things that occasionally can happen to some people when using your Nuface Trinity is that it can get a little zappy. Zappy, zippy, prickly. It's kind of a interesting sensation. And I would say that occasionally it doesn't feel pleasant. Now this can happen because the skin's dehydrated. It can happen because there's not enough connectivity gel on the skin, or maybe your device is just turned up really high. There's different reasons that cause this. It's definitely a sensation that can be felt. So to combat that, or to ensure that that doesn't happen with their Bear device, FOREO created this anti-shock system. It measures how your skin is reacting to the current, and it adjusts as needed throughout the treatment to prevent any of that prickly sensation from happening. So I thought it would be fun to show you side-by-side comparisons. So I'm gonna use my Nuface on one side and my FOREO Bear on the other. I'm going to take before and after pictures so you can see the difference before each treatment and after each treatment, and each side of my face side by side. So we're going to jump into that now. All right, hi, let's do this side by side comparison. So I just got out of the shower and I toned my skin with my Glycerin hydrating essence. I used my hypercharged glass skin serum. I've been really loving this as my nighttime hydrating serum. And now I'm gonna add conduction over the top. So I've been really enjoying using the Sculplla Promoter Collagen Gel as my conductivity. I'm gonna put the full ingredient list down below. It's pretty clean. I feel comfortable using it, and it has a bunch of anti-aging ingredients, things like epidermal growth factors, this active called Poly-L-Lactic acid, which actually helps trigger collagen synthesis in the skin, along with a bunch of other ingredients, and it is a conductive gel. So this is what I'm going to use today. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with my Nuface Trinity. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. So I can definitely feel a little prickliness on my holds here at my cheek. And prickly again underneath my eyebrow. So a quick lift, under 5 minutes easily. And I think for daily microcurrent use, this is kind of what you're looking at. Something quick, easy, maybe you're just targeting your main area of concern, or you're just doing a quick all over. And then once a week, you spend a little more time and you do maybe a full 10 to 20 minute treatment, depending on what works for your schedule. So overall, the Nuface is super easy to use. You just turn it on and glide it on your skin. It has 5 settings that you can customize to your own comfort level. I did feel sensation around my cheek and underneath my brow, especially when I'm doing holds on that area of the skin. And then you can see a little bit of redness from that sensation. All right, let's do the other side. Once your device has synced with the app, you're then able to turn it on its own and use it for as long as you'd like in your own bespoke treatment. So that's how I'm going to use it today. Double click it for the vibrations to turn on, and then I'm going to increase all the way up to 5. Oops, there you go, up to 5. And here we go. We'll do the same movements on the opposite side. So I have to say I am partial to the vibration. I think it's a neat addition. None of my other microcurrent devices vibrate while I'm doing the current. And I think that it feels really lovely on the skin. It's relaxing. Now this was the area that I got a little sensation when I was using my Nuface, holding it on the skin. At the full strength, I'm not feeling any sensation. And that's that anti-shock treatment. After 90 seconds, it turns off, so you just need to turn it back on. Okay, so I think as far as lifting, it's really comparable. Maybe a slightly higher on the brow, but that's really hard to tell because my face is not symmetrical. One brow is normally higher than the other. And I did get nice lift on both sides. I'll take a little picture really quick. I'll put the pictures up so you can see side by side. I think that my end result is very similar from the Trinity to the Bear. I think that my comfort level was greater using the Bear, and I think that the treatment is more relaxing because of the vibrations. That's just me personally. Maybe you're not into vibrations. You can always turn them off when you're using your Bear as well. All right, so as you can see, I got pretty great lift on both sides. I would say that the treatments are comparable. So when it comes to choosing the right device, I think that you really just need to figure out what you're looking for. My suggestions would be that if you want a single device that can be multiple modalities in one, then the Trinity is a really amazing option if you purchase it along with their wrinkle reducer attachment. And they offer a really great kit that has all three of the attachments: the microcurrent probes, the L, and the wrinkle eraser, all together in one, and I'll put that down below too. I think it's one of the better ways to really utilize this device. Now, 5 minutes a day is pretty manageable, but if you're someone who's very tight on time and 5 minutes seems too long, I am convinced that you can manage 90 seconds. So if you're looking for a shorter, quicker treatment, then I'd probably recommend the Bear. Additionally, if you're someone who wants to be walked through each treatment and have each movement prompted during your at-home microcurrent treatment, then again, I think the Bear would be a really great option. Maybe you're someone who isn't very technically inclined, or maybe you don't have a smartphone. I think some people don't have a smartphone. My brother specifically bought a slow phone to not have to deal with Apple anymore. So I'm sure there are some of you out there that might make an app-based device more challenging to use. And if that's the case, then again, the Nuface Trinity could be a really great option. Nuface also has a bunch of videos of guided tutorials on their website, which could give the illusion of using an app. You just turn on the video while you're using your device. I've also made a bunch of Nuface videos. I think I've made like over 11 videos, and I have a full playlist of Nuface videos that I'm gonna link down below, and I'll also add a card up top in case you wanna check some of those out. I'll put links to both of these devices down below. I don't have a code with FOREO, but I do have an amazing discount code with SkinStore. My SkinStore code is Katie25, which gives you 25% off of most of your purchases over at skinstore.com. 25% off of your Nuface Trinity, or the FOREO Bear Mini, which is essentially identical to the full-size Bear. It just pulls a lower intensity, 228 microamps instead of 330. I'll put my code and the links down below. All right, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this shed a little bit of light on the difference between these two at-home handheld devices. I think that they're both really fantastic options. And thank you again, FOREO, for sponsoring today's video and blog post. It's partnerships like this that help allow me to make more content for all of you. All right, everybody, if you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe. I have a new video every week. Stay safe, stay dry, and I will see you all next week. Bye.